It's really awesome to see you all here today. Come and celebrate with our rangatahi. Our 7 graduates from St Thomas of Canterbury College. So I'm Matua BJ, if I haven't met you already, and I have the best job in the world. I get to relive my childhood and have fun, do fun activities, like go diving, play airsoft, go to the driving range, MMA, camping, swimming, taking photos, and it's great, it's awesome fun. And I get to do all of that with the local rangatahi, and it has been a pleasure, a real pleasure if I'm being honest, to get to know these young lads and share those activities with them. In fact, it's been so much fun, it hasn't felt like work at all, to be honest. From the first day on camp in Kaikoura, the boys carried themselves well. They represented themselves, their whānau, and the school extremely well, and you should be all proud of them. So camp, at the start, that's where we set the standards and the expectations of what to expect within the program. And they, on the second day, we were looking at each other, sort of going, I think we need to take these boys back. They gave us the wrong ones. Because they listened, they followed instructions, they weren't, they were even quiet when we were speaking. They didn't put each other down. There was some swearing, there was some press-ups that were dished out, but on the overall it was pretty good. And they were always on time. It was something we weren't quite used to be honest. So what we found was these boys, they know how to have fun, laugh, banter, but when there was work to do, they could get it done. Sometimes one or two of them went missing at clean-up time. Toilet breaks in pairs, which was a little weird, but overall outstanding. The consensus amongst the mātua is that this group has been the most mature. And that is a reflection, I think, of you as the family, obviously, who love and care for your boys. The rangatahi have shown us strength of character, grit. The MMA training was not easy. Integrity and honesty. They were on time when they were told times to be places. They took ownership of mistakes as well, like when the freezer was unplugged. Yep, we dealt with that one. And for me, most importantly, was seeing the growth. They showed this in a few ways. One way that stood out to me was the fitness testing. So at the camp, on the first session that we had, we put them through some basic fitness testing, and they did really well. There's some athletes within the group. But to be fair, they didn't 100% commit. They weren't really engaged. They did it, but they just did it. However, last week, when we had the last day with coach, the MMA coach, they got pushed, and they got pushed hard, and no one gave up. They did themselves very proud, and they demonstrated the skills that they've been taught under pressure, and that was quite cool to watch. They definitely got pushed that day. And then again yesterday, we repeated the fitness test. 90% of the results all increased, and they increased really well. But it wasn't so much the physical tasks that they were doing that was impressive, it was their mental strength. It was the fact that they set themselves a goal and they didn't give up. They smashed it. One boy did 350 sit-ups unbroken, and another did the Bronco run in 4 minutes and 9 seconds. The difference was their attitude, and it was all of them. Every single one of them displayed grit, resilience, and it was awesome to see that mental push. And that, to me, is important, boys, that you did that, because if you apply that to your goals, we talked about goals with Mark, if you apply what you guys showed yesterday and last week, the only result can be success. So you've got it in you, that was awesome to see. So yeah, my experience in the last 6 weeks has been, it's been amazing. I've really enjoyed it, and I look forward to future keeping in touch with these boys and seeing what they do. So finally, I would like to now introduce the founder of Rose for Change. He goes by many names. Concrete Truck, Mr. Stony Creek, but he's Jay Puki Puki, so bring him up.
Kia ora koutou. I just have a very short speech. If you don't know me or you weren't listening, my name's actually Esquire J Gangster Puki Puki Jr. the second, aka Concrete Truck or Harambe. So I'll tell you a little bit about the program actually. Approach to Change, it was developed from working in a justice system and finding that it was a whole lot of 9 to 5 box ticking, conveyor belt blanket learning. So we wanted to work with kids and do what was right rather than what people were writing in offices who didn't even know the names of these kids. So that's how Approach to Change was formed. This means that here at Approach to Change we don't accept lateness or swearing or disrespect or bullying. And as these young men may have talked about with you, a combination of steel and cotton wool is how we work with them. And it is a good balance. I like to say, without adversity, there can be no progress. We started this journey with all of you with either a presentation at the school or coming to see you at your homes. And after meeting us and still giving us your voice, we commend you. The program was only ever going to be about identity, confidence, discovery, leadership, and I've seen some big changes in all the boys, even if it's just about them seeing things from another angle. My favourite part of the program was telling them some stories. All of them were true. They were real stories of life and the impact that has had and how decisions now can come back later. How giving up now is teaching you to give up later. How you should think internally, be accountable, and you can't argue with honesty. Or in another form, All Black is not born an All Black, works hard. Another quote, pay the price now and collect the prize later. If you collect the prize now and pay the price later, life will always add interest. The boys here, they now join an elite group of men that not only started but finished. The difference now is once you start on our program, you never finish because we're whānau. Just want to say thank you to St. Thomas for having us in your school and giving us the connection to the boys in the whānau. And whānau once again for passing them to us, I guess you could say, and trusting us with your young men. Our own whānau for giving us time away to do what we need to do. And we do have some funders and partners here, Barnes from Te Pūtaitanga, Rata Foundation, Te Puni Kūkiri, Hemi's over there from Ihi Research, who did he read the books, the impact evaluation. Araki Creative, Kathmandu, Stony Creek, Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment, and our board, Steve, our board of trustees. That's all I have. I guess we're going to do some awards. So what we do here is we only have one award. Otherwise, it's just give everyone a prize. So we have here certificates of completion for the program. You notice our botanical garden over there as well. So these are the gloves that they used every day for 4 weeks. They can, I don't know whose kid that is. So they can kick these gloves. So we'll just call you guys up and you guys come out and give us a kiss. So, Tiaru, Harawai. Logan, Itch. Good. Liam, Rookie. Aubrey Gilmore. Gianni Kesson. Every time they do. Blake Sinclair. And now halfback Zion. So we have one award, as I mentioned. This is for our top warrior, I guess. And this person has showed leadership. This person has been helpful. This person doesn't talk back. I don't think we even gave this kid any press-ups. And how we pick it is at the end of the program, the three of us meet and we go 1, 2, 3, and then we say who we think. And every time we say the same name. So we have a Pounamu cookie here that was blessed by Matua Steve, and that goes to this tofu. It goes to Logan.
Oh, Logan.
That's it from me. Thank you.